today I will be sharing to you about my monster cookie activity. So part of the monster cookie activity was making a graph. So we learned how to make a pie chart in Mr. Uridel's class, and this is my graph right here. And then we also had to write a report about your survey, and so I'll be reading you my survey. So, have you ever had to eat one thing for the rest of your 2.5-month-long trip on the sea? Well, 10 teachers were put into that situation and had to choose one of my 4 weird choices. The people were Mrs. Tepfer, Mrs. Allen, Mrs. Mans, Mrs. Kranau, Mrs. Hinkle, Mr. Lenuski, Mrs. Feston, Mrs. Auctioner, Mrs. Lovejoy, and Mrs. Busman. I found the idea when I was giving it instructions in Mrs. Kranau's class. She said it had to be a one-of-a-kind question, kind of like how a monster cookie is never the same as another monster cookie. Mrs. Kranau said it cannot be a vanilla wafer, because vanilla wafers are boring, and they're just the same. So I thought to myself, questions with food are kind of funny and different. So I jotted down 4 super weird types of food, and boom, my question was formed. The choices were a 12-month-old soggy piece of bread, a mystery stew at school, a crab that is still part alive, a fried tarantula. I made a hypothesis that a mystery stew at school would be the most popular. And to my surprise, I was right. 40% of the people, or 4 people, said a mystery stew at school. They said it would sounded the least bad, and it would sustain them the best. I also made the hypothesis that 0%/0 people would choose a 12-month-old soggy piece of bread. And I was right. Everyone who I surveyed found their answer by process of elimination, and they said they crossed that one off first. I found that a crab that was still part alive had 30% of the votes, /30 people. And they said that they love seafood and they could still fry the crab. And when I was making that question, I did not think about that. So I guess that was an easy question for them. Now you can guess how many people said fried tarantula. You got it, 30%, or 30 people. 3 people. Mrs. Auctioner said, I know people eat bugs all over the world, so it might taste okay. The other things seems like they would smell really bad. I did not think about that other people around the world would actually eat a fried tarantula. I also was asking the 10 teachers if they could choose anything, what would it be? I just wanted to know what the teachers was like. I asked Mrs. Kranau first, and she said, I will have a juicy hamburger with Swiss cheese, egg, ham, with some famous Dave seasoning, with buns fried. But most of the teachers said they would take pizza. And then I guess Mr. Lenuski, of course, said Mountain Dew. I love this project. I could learn new vocabulary, and most of all, I could use percentages in my report. I also hope everyone who does this project can use this project for valuable lessons, like time management. I know I definitely love this project. Now we will take a short break. Hello, I'm Willia Whirlpool, and this is a night with Late Night Talks by the Whiteboard. It is a late edition with Late Night Talks with Mathematicians. So, somebody asked me at Walmart, what was your top 10 list of favorite things you did in Mrs. Kranau's math class? And So I will be telling you that today. Now, number 10. Number 10, I said the checklist. The checklist, if you don't know what that is, it's a list of things that Mrs. Kranau has us do throughout a semester. And it includes like reading math books or learning 1 through 10 of a foreign language. And I really like this project because it really it taught me how to finish that, but also finish all of my other work. Now, number 9. And number 9 is the quote, because the quote, Mrs. Kranau, she gives us a quote on, and whoever does brain gym can say what the quote means to them. And I think most of the quotes are really they really make me think about how that relates to me and my life. Number 8, the newsletter. The newsletter is a piece of information that Mrs. Kranau gives to us on Google Classroom. And it includes like the pods and what we're doing for the week, and it really helps me know what we're doing during the week so I don't get behind. Now, number 7. Number 7 is a GeoTurkey. The GeoTurkey is a project that we did during Thanksgiving, where we could use geometric figures and create a turkey. I really like this project because we can write a story about it, and I really like art, and so I could draw a turkey, and it kind of relates to math, so that's really fun. Then, number 6. Number 6 is the buzzer game. The buzzer game is when 3 or 4 people come up and we get to practice our test review. And Mrs. Kranau says a random number, and we do that question, and we have to speed do it, but make sure we have it right. And then whoever has it buzzes it, and then so on. And I really like it because it's a fun way to practice our test review. And then number 5. Number 5 is sink or swim. And sink or swim is another way to practice our test for our vocabulary. And it's also a really fun way to practice. Number 4. 4 is Pi Day. Pi Day is where we celebrate 3.1415.9 and then so on. And we get to learn about who discovered pi and a bunch of whole fun facts about pi. Then number 3, the monster cookie activity. The monster cookie activity is where we get to survey 10 people. We get to write a report. I really like this project because I could go around and survey, and I really enjoy surveying people. Number 2. Number 2 is mathematicians. Mathematicians is a fun way, and we get to research a mathematician, and we get to see what they did for the math world, and then we get to do an interview and act like we're that person. Who are you? I was Sophie Germain last time I did it. It was really, really fun. And then number 1. Number 1 is the raffle. The raffle is where we get to use our tickets that we get throughout the year for doing our pods, having our FCC done, and other things. There are some really cool items that Mrs. Kranau gets us, and I'm really happy that she does it for us. And I think a lot of people in our class enjoys this. So thank you. I hope you've had a fun time. Hope you will join us next time, where we'll be reviewing how to multiply fractions.